And howdy doody.
Welcome. Welcome. We thought we'd make it up to Kai today, right? For
It's the after party.
the after party, yes. He had to prove last night that he wasn't 117.
No, but it only made me feel like 117 this morning.
I had to holy crap, I'm clipping there. Here we go. I had to holy crap, that's still clipping. All right. There we go. All right. Just checking the sound. Do I sound okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, I have a filter on my this USB mic, and this thing doesn't have a gain control on it. And right now they're trying to sell these USB mics, and they're marketing gain controls. Well, duh, because you can't adjust the freaking sound volume. Anyway, I've got it going through OBS, and it's adjusting the gain. So.
Well, I'm not adjusting anything anywhere. I'm just full blast.
Perfect. Yeah, that's well. StreamYard will auto correct it too, but I think it's a little. Usually StreamYard's pretty good. So.
Well, let's see. So our local football star is here, Sunrise Florida Media.
Yes.
Eat more possums. And we've got Doc in the house, Doc Murdoch.
We are so glad everybody came.
And thank you, Doc.
Yes. If you have not, we should play the happy birthday song.
No.
I think we already proved that there is no such bird or animal on Epidemic Sound.
We got Third Eye and Mr. Lee McCready. Lee, are you feeling any better? Last time I heard from you, you were sick.
We hope you're doing well. We hope you're better.
He couldn't make it out to the meetup. No, we're echoing on your stream, on your app.
I'm not doing anything. I've got the anti-echo turned on. I don't think I'm playing it any. Here, I can do that. Did this help?
Let's do a sound check. 1, 2.
1, 2.
I can hear you. I can hear you on your side.
Are you? Do I sound okay?
Yeah, you sound okay, but I can hear myself echoing on your end.
Don't tell me I have to wear headphones. Echo cancellation is on.
Is it working though? No.
Echo cancellation off.
Do you have your stream on in the background?
Nope. Nope. I am not playing the stream. Let's see. Yeah, I can turn my audio sound down. Well, that's probably can only do. All right, so
check. Nope, I'm still hearing it on your end.
Okay, how about that?
Let's test it.
All right.
No, I don't hear nothing. That fixed
no
it.
Echo?
Nope.
Okay. I just turned my desktop audio off. Do you hear an echo now?
I only heard the echo of myself on your end. But everything's working fine now.
All right, good. They fixed it for us.
Somebody got fixed anyhow. And third eye. Hey, Rob. Oh, here we go again with that. I was working for a minute.
Touching nothing. I am touching nothing. Here, let's get some unfiltered light. Woo!
Yeah, that's what
There we go.
need.
I've got a new camera coming, and it was supposed to be here today, and it's not.
And the echo's back.
Oh boy. I don't hear any echo. I'm hearing a perfect. I hear a fish tank.
In your StreamYard settings, what do you have on the audio?
The audio's echo cancellation, automatically adjust mic volume.
Yeah, and then what mic do you have selected?
I have the mic that I'm using.
Weird.
I can hear. I can do this. It might be. I don't know if it's. I can move the audio source that I'm listening to you from further away, and so I don't pick you up on my mic. So
yeah, we'll just have to deal with it. Right now, I don't hear it.
Yeah, I moved the sound, my audio source that I'm listening to you on further back, and it's probably not picking it up now.
But anywho.
Good evening, yes. Technical experts.
Yeah, we're some experts, all right.
I'm sure as hell not, for sure.
So shall we take a look-see at the Autel offerings?
Yes, let's do. We've got so much to see in so little time. So whatever you want to show. Let's see.
There we go.
Perfect. There it is. There is the amazing.
This is the Autel Nano series. Let me see if I can get there we go. Here's the specs a little better.
They just do not look sub 250 grams, but they are.
Sub 250, 30-minute battery life, 3-way obstacle avoidance. I don't know why they have battery life and flight time separately, but whatever.
30 minutes. What's, it can't.
Now, 4K is 4K 30 from what I've heard. It's not 4K 60.
Let's see, 1 over 1.2.8, depending on the so they have a 1-inch sensor model. Now, this is where we get into interesting discussion, because if you change from a 1/2 inch to a 1-inch sensor, does that make the weight of the quad go up if you get the 1-inch sensor model? My guess is it does. The law of diminishing returns. The more you want back, the less it's going to. Huh?
Unless, well, it might be heavier, but if the heavier version of it is 249 and the lighter version is 238, I mean, the Mini 2 right now weighs 238.
Yeah.
This bad boy?
Oh, because of the LiPo.
What's the LiPo battery? It scales at 238. So
that'll be interesting. If, like I said, if I would definitely get I'm definitely, when that Nano comes out, I'm definitely going to buy the 1-inch sensor version because I just know how much you gain. It's the night shots that you improve with that larger sensor. So, and it's just anytime you get to those evening shots and you want to get right when the sun goes down, you just don't want the grain, But that's pretty exciting. Image transmission, 6.2 miles. So once again, we can go way too far.
Yep. Run way out of range of the battery. So
are we buyers of the Nano?
Matt just popped in here. Matty Strong World, welcome. I see Dustin in here. One vision Ariel.
I mean, that's the question. Is anybody interested, first of all, in another version of the Air 2S?
Well, this will not be another version of the Air 2S because this is on the SUP 250. This was a 1-inch sensor would kick Mini to the curb.
Right, exactly, and it would also kick the Air 2S to the curb because if you could get the same image quality out of a mini drone. That camera's got to be, I wish I had scale.
I'm guessing that's the camera out of the 6K Evo 2.
So about that size, I guess you'd have to, this is about the size of the without the inside. But that's exciting. That's great. That's great news. That's amazing news. That's this kind of news we needed. Autel finally is. I think what they wanted to do was perfect their platform, which was their Mavic-like platform. Get to the next level.
Matt just chimed in and said the Nano doesn't have a 1-inch version. Only the Light series has the 1-inch. Well, this is the spec that Autel published yesterday. And right here, it says even the Nano series was the 1/1.28-inch sensor. So
you did not alter that document.
I did not alter this. This is how it came from Autel via email. So
yeah, I don't think.
Basically, the Evo Lite is going to be the replacement of the Evo 1.
Right. I'm just looking to see if I've got. I only got the Mavic specs. I did download all the stuff from Jesper.
Here, Matty pointing us out. 1/1.28 is smaller than the 1/half or 1/2.
Oh, that's a 1/128. Okay. So it's a 1/2 inch okay, that's what's going on. I was looking at it as a 1/1. And
I
the
think it's
next,
four. I think then it's like a 4/3 or something like that. Will the Nano do 1080, 120 foot frames per second? We'll find that out tomorrow, Monday evening around 10 o'clock.
looks like they have a rear entry battery, just like their other one. A lot like the Hubsan, the H word model. I have to say the H word.
This is a Hubsan free channel.
So
Just
1/128 is basically what is in my Pocket 2, I believe. I think that's a 1/128.
mini SE size.
Well, I'm looking at my Pocket gimbal camera. I just want to check. I'm going to do a quick check and just try to get a camera sensor comparison. Pocket 2 camera specs. Let's see. Yeah, these are all the specs here. Just to get an idea. All right, image sensor. Okay, so the sensor in my Pocket 2 camera is a 1/1.7, and if that one's a 1/1.28, that's much smaller. Oh.
Yeah, Matt seems to think that might be a 2.K version, 2.7K version.
2.7K, yeah, and that would make sense. Because if they stuck my Pocket 2 camera on there, that's a damn good camera. I mean, I can take 16 megapixel stills, which is pretty damn good for a mini. Yeah, I don't know if I get the equivalent of 2.7K, but anyway, that's still exciting. I'm very, very tickled and excited for that information. That is very cool. I was going to do another quick search for the, let's see, Mini 2 specs. There they are.
Well, here's the Autel Lite, so that's the bigger one.
Right. And that looks exactly like that's a 1-inch sensor camera right there. That's going to come with the same two cameras that are on the Evo 2. They look exactly the same. You're going to have an 8K looking camera on the right, and the left side is a 1-inch 6K camera. And if they put a 6K camera on that light version, that'll be a kick-ass freaking little drone. That'll be a $1,200 drone right there. If they price it to meet the specs of the, to beat the Air 2S.
I can see replacing my Evo 1 with the 6K version.
With the 6K, yeah. Then you've got a better drone because you probably got a longer flight time. Do we have any specs on that? Have they released the specs on that one yet?
Yep, they have.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Let me tell you something. It's been like Christmas. Okay, 1/2.3 is what's in the Mini 2 right now. So the Mini 2 has a 1/2.3 12 megapixel camera. That's the Mini 2 at 4K. So it will battle it out. All right, check these out. I got to make them big so I can read them. All righty, 820 grams, so it's a ton. Boy, that thing is going to be a stout little freaking little sucker.
Well, it's not that much heavier, or not any heavier than the.
Did that say 40-minute battery time?
Yep.
Holy freaking hell. If anybody has ever flown an Evo 2, I have done, when I did my range flights with the Evo 2, I went out as far as I was comfortable to fly. And then I turned around and came back and I landed with 40% battery.
So the Air 2S is 595 takeoff weight. So this is 225 gram more.
Yeah, that's probably battery. That's the only way they're getting that weight. That's just a big old freaking honking. They're putting a big old block of battery in there.
Yep, that they are.
And it's just got the same exact image transition rate as the Nano, which is really impressive. And I've never had any problem with the trans. See, the thing that I haven't seen yet in any of these designs yet, except for the Nano, they did show us that controller. I haven't seen the controller for this one. Would you be pissed if they put the old controller with that?
Nope.
Okay, that's fair. I wouldn't either.
Nope. There's nothing wrong with the old controller.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I actually like that.
You have a screen on it that you can use if you get in a pinch or don't want to hook up your phone for whatever reason. Forget to bring your tablet.
I've flown with the mini screen, and I was able to get done with what I needed to get done. I was just trying it out. Even with glasses on, I guess that'd be the big thing. I still was able to see it. It was pretty crispy. That's a crispy little good quality screen, and all they have to do is just make it a little bit bigger. Yeah, that's the 6K. There it is. It even says 6K on it. Oh,
I've seen a lot of guys get excited about these little lights on the other side of the camera. Yeah. Guys, remember, that's the back of the feet. This is what flips out to the back. So this won't be next to the camera.
Right. Those are what you're going to see when you're flying away.
Yep.
Maybe they're little strobes. That would be nice. But that wouldn't be a 360-degree strobe. So.
Well, if they got them going out on each corner, then yeah, it would be 360 strobe.
I am just so tickled with Autel right now. I am so impressed with their due diligence, with their patience, and just waiting it out and to do the right thing. Where all these companies are throwing out junk, left and right, you get a good company finally throwing out, and all they have to do is deliver now. They've still got one more thing that they have to do. They have to deliver a product now. And I think
they're missing one very important spec on the light.
And that is, oh yes. Don't you see Kai
And
always is Saturday. He's gonna ruin the party. Okay. We're all having fun here, and now he's gonna say something that I don't want to hear.
Yeah. Remote ID.
Oh geez, he just said it. He said it.
Remote
he said the R
ID.
word. Damn. I was having such a good time.
Well,
I was having such a great time.
The thing is, FEMI revamped their X8 SE for 2022 model, and
Yeah.
it has remote ID.
Well, it has a picture that says
According
it has.
to FEMI, anyway.
FEMI has a picture that says they have remote ID.
Well, if you look at the specs on Banggood, it actually says it has.
You said two things that don't that hurt the whole case you're trying to make right now. One is you said Banggood. The other one is said FEMI. Oh.
All right. Well, let's pull the FEMI up right here.
FEMI's the almost drone company. They can almost deliver. They almost can make a drone that has a great camera.
See what it says right there?
Yes, it does. I can't rip on them because I have never bought them. I really do like that controller, by the way. Look at that. Look at that. They got a controller with a built-in screen. Duh. See, I almost have to buy it just for that.
Almost.
I just can't do it.
Thank you, Brad. Brad Elson just popped in here.
Hey.
Howdy.
Here, I got to say hi to a few folks. The after party. Yes, it is. Hey, that's a good thumbnail, Kai. Here. I got to turn my sound down here. Kai's trying to get me to go back to StreamYard because I can't run freaking OBS with multiple sources. And I've only been able to do it with StreamYard because it controls everything and it doesn't make you screw up.
Yeah, it's but yeah, no, they claim to have remote ID. So, but there's nothing on any records, and I don't know. I mean, there's guys that watch the FCC records, there's guys that watch the FAA records, but
right,
we haven't seen, or it's not known that they have submitted their remote ID for approval with any of the U.S. authorities at this point.
I think everything I've ever heard about this has been pretty decent as far as how it flies. Dustin Dunhill has done some really good stuff with this. He's really never bagged on it much. And my biggest concern with FEMI is they can't make a FEMI Palm, and they're putting the same camera technology in that drone. That's my only problem with these guys. And I know they're making it. I mean, they're trying to hit the world market, the global market with this thing. They're not going to compete in the United States with this because we're buying DJI and Autel products primarily. I'm speaking for myself, but I'm afraid to buy stuff like this. You want FEMI to be successful too. I think they're, like I said, they're almost there. They are the almost.
Any kind of competition is good, at least for us.
They're almost to the party. They have almost made it. So,
or here's the feature that you're really looking for.
What?
Snowproof.
Oh man, that's cool. I mean, that's to be, to have it, to be able to resist water, and that's the same camera. That's the same camera gimbal they put on everything. They haven't changed it. Well, there's just not enough space in there to fit a proper gimbal.
That is a rendering. This is just a generic rendering. I wouldn't really get too excited about that.
What do they say the camera is in there? What are they claiming this is carrying?
Let's see.
I really like their controller design. They're the only ones that have done that, where they've made it expand for the phone. That is very, very cool. A lot of people like that. I do too. I like the idea. Let's see. Drone.
They're not
Let's
really
see.
saying anything about the camera here.
Yeah, they don't. There's nothing in there about the product not containing an SD card. Is this one going to have an SD card in it too? No, U3. Yeah, it's just talking about what it needs.
What it needs. It doesn't come with one. You get a
So it's not.
one.
Yeah, they're not putting a. They're not claiming anything about with that camera at all. I guess that they're making it into a search and rescue. If I was going to have a search and rescue drone that would fly into areas where there's snow, wouldn't you color it something other than white? It would definitely be orange. You'd never find it. Yeah, trace, tracking.
Yeah, I'm looking for more camera.
There is a specifications link up top there, but yeah, I don't know what
That's
that.
the one that we looked at earlier.
That doesn't help us. Yeah, so they haven't released that. They haven't released that.
Well, here it is.
Oh, okay. 1/2, 48 megapixel. That's going to be like the Air 1 or the the Air 2. I think that's a 48 megapixel, where it takes multiple shots and then shoves them together. Quad Bear pixel technology can effectively reduce noise during nighttime aerial filming, built-in Sony native exposure control. Processing technology ensures a 4 times higher dynamic range than of traditional CMOS sensors. I don't know. I don't know. Over 1.6.
F1.6 aperture. So
Common image HDR. Now I don't want a drone that has to do HDR to give good video or good photographs. I want the without any HDR processing. I want the original image to be 10-bit for sure, where you can get really depth, good depth when you're taking and you're doing post-processing to the film. 10-kilometer transmission. See, these guys are...
That's your 6.2 miles. I mean...
Rocklink. They call theirs Rocklink. ROK link.
They're going to tie the signal to a rock and throw it at you.
Let's see. Is fully compatible with a new generation of remote controllers with built-in screens. Flying a drone has never been so convenient.
That's the knockoff of the smart controller. DJI.
Yeah, so they're... Let's see. Remote controller with display screen options. Is that clickable?
No.
No. That's just a poorly written sentence. Looks good though.
That's just their smart controller, but it doesn't come with it. That's optional, so you have to buy it.
Right. Well, it's like you said. It says Does it say optional?
Optional.
Is that what that word is? Okay. Looks good though. I mean, it's like I said. I'm sure it's built well.
Yeah.
You'd think they could slim that pack down a little bit, make it a little more slim. Put a nice. They're throwing 18650s in there or something to power it up, and nobody, if they're not like Apple, who can go and engineer their own batteries to fit the device and not have the batteries determine what the device is going to look like. You can always tell a good company who can do that. And even DJI can't do that yet. They're still, to keep their price point down, they're still using available. Obviously, the market has a lot of it on available. Yeah, it just looks like a mini version of that's the old Evo front.
Just
If
about.
you took your Evo 1 and you put it up there right next to that. Do you have your Evo 1 handy?
Yep. Hold on.
Because it's already a good looking drone. And then they just throw those two sensors in there. It's going to have the one thing that the DJI is going to have over this thing. Yeah, it's the same front. I mean, they just squoze it down a little bit. I mean, that's a great drone right there. That's a very capable camera too. That's a 4K 60 camera. See,
what I like about this, you can fly it, record your video, and snap pictures at the same time. I don't have to stop the video to snap pictures.
I'm trying to remember if I could do that with the Evo 2. I'm sure I could. It's been so long since I flew that. It's been almost 2 years since I flew the Evo 2. That's crazy. It was 2018. 2018 was a good year. And then 2019 came and 2020, which screwed up the entire industry. Now, I heard that the V-copter was making a comeback, and then that all died away. Have you heard anything about that?
There was a video. There was a video posted on a V-copter, and apparently it was flown in China, but that's the only thing that I heard of it. The video looked pretty promising.
Interesting.
I mean, it would increase the flight time if you only run 2 motors instead of 4.
Right. There, let's get this.
And Nano today released a video on that VTOL wing, that Swan K1.
Right. And that came with a controller with a built-in screen. That'd be interesting. I have not had a chance to watch that, but I definitely will. I've always been supportive of Dustin Dunhill's work. He does really good quality, just original stuff, and he does his own thing. There she is.
That's the one we're talking about.
The Swan K1.
I would be very interested in something like that.
You can stick an Osmo Action right in the nose of that thing. And then, like I said, it has a counterbalance weight that you put in it that matches the weight of that. And what's the flight time on that? Like an hour or something? It's impressively long. I know that. 50 minutes or something.
There's your Osmo Action on the front.
Or a GoPro or whatever, yeah. Guy, you put your GoPro 10 in there, and now you've got a perfectly stabilized video.
Then I'll take a nosedive. Because the damn thing's too heavy. Flight time 1 hour.
1 hour. That's what happens when you have a. But the cool thing is you can come into a tight flying area, take off, and then that's way cool. That's the Disco, but it's in a VTOL version.
Recommended range 25 to 30 kilometers, but your remote control can only do about 5 to 10.
25 to 30. Come on. That's the recommended range.
Yeah.
I recommend that you go 10 times further than the controller will let you. It's just, I could make $1 million.
That is where these guys shoot themselves in the foot. You got flight time out the gazoo. You have, it can go forever and a day, but the controller just can't keep up with it. And that's where you have to go for 4G on these things. We talked about this earlier already, but I think our ultimate control link is going to be running over the cell phone towers. I think ultimately we're going to end up on 4G. We'll all be buying little SIM cards for our drones to fly. And what's the SIM card? It reports everything back to Big Brother.
Could this thing benefit from, let's see, that's a 4S 5500 milliamp. That's a weight issue. If you took the weight out of you know what I'm saying? If you put a lithium ion pack in there and then took out some of the counterweights for the camera, you probably could even go further.
Well, you can't get any further than your control link.
Well, I'm just saying you could fly longer. That's what I'm saying. Not out further, but you could fly longer. That's where I'm getting. That's kind of a cool thing. I mean, the VTOL thing is, say you're involved in search and rescue. It's all about loiter time. I mean, obviously you want to have a camera you can control.
I don't even know why they're using a LiPo for this thing.
Yeah.
They should be using a lithium ion 21700 or 21750 pack.
Right.
That'll get them about 5,500 milliamp hours on a 4S. Weight's got to be about the same.
It's just, yeah. I guess they're. What motors does it have in there? Let's see. Motor.
9060 propellers. I mean, it doesn't say anything about the motors themselves.
Huh. Very cool though. It's a neat little bird. I've only watched one video, but I'm definitely going to watch Dustin Dunhill's. I can imagine he's going to throw. I don't know unless he has a GoPro 10, that would be a really cool thing to do in his video. I'm guessing he has an Osmo Action he'll throw in there, which is just as good. Throw a rock steady video in there. I was very impressed to know that now that the GoPro 10 doesn't overheat. I've seen that now. I haven't heard of anybody saying that they've dropped frames yet or dropped video, meaning they've turned it on and it's worked. So right now I'm chomping at the bit, wanting to buy a GoPro 10. I mean, that's because I want to throw it on Mr. Croc, man. That's, to have that freaking, if I throw the GoPro 10 on Mr. Croc, I've got an FPV drone now. I've got the DJI FPV with probably better video.
Yeah, I'm trying to see a weight for battery for a 4S 5500, and the only thing I can find right now is a 3300 at 45C, weighs in at 299 grams. You might as well go to 21700 pack. There's 70 grams, 75 gram of cell, so it'd be about the same, but it'd be lithium ion battery.
Now I can see you flying that
And
guy.
Joe Blaylock's in the house. Howdy.
Is that thing $1,200? Is that the cost of that? 1,200? That's what I remember. I can see you flying this
There's
guy.
different options.
You want the option with the cool controller.
Well, it's the cool controller. It's $1,100.
Wow. I can see Kai Friedrichsen flying this.
Well, I can see myself flying that too, but
I know it's $1,100 or $1,200.
with everything else that's kicking loose right now, I'm hesitant to spend money on anything.
Right. No, I'm with you. I understand. And it does break, but it has, like you said, it has that safety control where you can flick it into V-stall, bam, psh, and she flies home. Have a mistake. She doesn't fly into the freaking fence. Doesn't explode in the air. It just. It's so nice. So if you're like I said, it's what happened with the DJI FPV. You know, it just gives you that one little bit of confidence that you're not going to break the wings and add to, you know, if you just fly it with the safety controls that it has, it's very capable.
Well, I guess it's better to buy it from Holy Bro than from Banggood. Banggood, they want $1,300 for the same thing, $200 more.
Very cool. Very, very freaking cool.
I don't know why they don't have it on a long range control link like you know, that works like 915 megahertz, Crossfire, whatever you want to call it. Express LRS got a version of that. R9. I mean,
all right, we're good.
What happened?
Nothing. Microsoft added that freaking
Joe, that fixed wing that Parrot made was the Parrot Disco.
You know, Microsoft added that window that pops up that, huh?
But the Disco wasn't a vertical takeoff.
Right.
And landing the Disco apparently was a little feat in itself too, because that thing would glide forever.
Yeah, Joe Blaylock was asking what was the one that Parrot made fixed wing. That was the Disco, but it wasn't like this. It wasn't a VTOL. It was just a launch. You know, you just hand launched it, but it had the cool thing about the Disco is it had the optical stabilized camera in the nose, and Parrot was really good. They were pioneers at optical stabilization, and gosh, the bebops were just amazing and easy to fly, and yeah. So
here's the VTOL that I want.
The Dragonfish. It's got like a 25-mile range, and
yeah, I want to play with one of these so bad.
It's got a 20 times freaking zoom.
Yeah.
Optical zoom. It can. So if you're flying that and somebody claims you're spying on them, they probably have a case. So you're flying the Dragonfish around, and you say, "Well, I'm not looking at anything." No, that's all you're doing. Not, and it's a mile,
Like,
and it's a
was a
mile
2 hour flight time? Was a 2 hour flight time? You've got all the time to look at things.
up. You got nothing else to do, you know. I can't do anything but hang out and look at people, and uh, there we go. God, my light's so intense. It is so peaceful out here. If I didn't have my freaking air conditioning unit buzzing over there, it would be absolutely it's just beautiful out. The weather is so nice right now. It's 82 degrees right now. It's freaking awesome. It's like Hawaii. I'd be like 808, man. We'd be chilling.
Well, what was it? Night before Christmas, and all through the house, the AC was humming because I live in the South.
I'm excited for 808. This is his. You know, he's an Autel dude, and I know he wants to get into other things, but he really focused well on the Evo 2, and this just is gonna reignite his love for the Evos, and he already knows the product line really good. Should be fun.
Yeah, he got into the DJI FPV thing.
Oh yeah, but he did. You know, he didn't do as near as much work, and you know, what happens is when you live in a really pretty place. I mean, Hawaii is. I mean, you can pretty much everything is a film. Is beautiful to film. Just like where I live, I can go out.
Yeah, whoa! He's on the main island, and everything is no flight zone on the main island.
Right. You can't. Right. You
Be a
can't.
national park or military
Base or or a touristy area.
That's where Destin has a bit more luck on Maui.
Or Kauai. But he has to work. He has the tough job, man. He has to babysit all those bad guys. Now he's got responsibility too. He got promoted. I think he's a sergeant or something. So he's busy.
So Joe is asking, Evo Nano, any speculation on the price?
Oh yeah. No speculation, but my guess it's going to have to be priced comparably to the Mini 2, so it'll be $499.
Nope. That'll be
Nope.
$599.
Or $599 that's right. The $599 for the Fly More.
It's $599 for the Fly More, and you know what's the obstacle avoidance and all that? I would almost venture a guess to say this thing's going to go for $700.
Well, for the Nano?
Yeah. Nano was the larger sensor, and the half-inch sensor was obstacle avoidance, and Fly More pack. I'm guessing it's going to be $700.
Yeah, they're not cheap. Autel is not. They don't undercut with price for sure. DJI will do that because they have billions of dollars. They can afford to do that. They can afford to take a smaller cut, but these little companies, they can't. They got to get the full amount. They got to pay for all these engineers. They don't have a bank account. They don't have a nice cozy deal with the Chinese government. So
my guess for the Nano, the top line Nano, was everything $700 minimum.
you think it's $699?
At minimum.
Well, this is how I would buy it. First of all, they usually give you a minimum pack. I'd probably buy the minimum since it's if it's the light, it depends. If it's the light or the Nano, I guess you need at least 2 batteries. I usually just buy one.
I'm guessing the light's going to come in at 13 to 1400.
You think they're going to overprice it? Think they're going to put it in at a price point higher?
Autel has always been high.
Yeah. So it's not going to be a $12.99 deal. It'll be a 14 is what I paid for the Evo 2. 14 something. That's so much money. It was a lot of fun. I mean, 40-minute flight time, 1-inch sensor. Psh, there you go. You get $1,400.
Yeah, but you know, for some reason, you still managed to slam the damn thing inside a hill.
Yeah, that freaking Evo, man, it just did its own shit.
Or your hand launching.
Oh, that was horrible.
Damn thing nearly ate it.
There's just no reason why you shouldn't be able to hand launch those. Even that one. That makes zero sense.
I was watching a video the other day. The thing had popped up in the Facebook feed. This guy
is that the one with the little kid?
Hand launch off a boat.
Oh, it's a different one.
And the props are barely turned, so he chunks it up, and the boat keeps cooking. The damn thing goes right over the ass end of the boat, straight into the water.
Oh, God.
Damn near hits his girlfriend, or it's some gal sitting
my
back
God.
there on the rail. She's diving for cover. It's looked like an Air 2 just went straight over the side.
That's crazy. Oh, that's just crazy. I saw one where the little kid is
I
sitting
know
there.
somebody else that would do the same thing.
I would never do that. I would never throw my drone up if I was in a boat.
Well, no, you wouldn't.
I would make that freaking guy stop that freaking boat. I would launch it. Then I would worry about it that way. I would never, ever hand launch with a moving boat. There's no reason to do it.
Oh, let me make a little public service announcement here. So if your drone has a boat mode, it does not mean that it'll return to the boat when it runs out of battery. Boat mode only disables the limit switch to where it can arm while it's in motion. That's all the boat mode does.
Well,
because there are some geniuses out there. I'll just put it on boat mode and it'll follow the boat all the whole way. Not so much.
Well, they need, for a true boat mode, they need to have basically the home point follow the controller. That's just so simple.
Well, you need to set the home point to follow the controller, and
like a beacon, like the beacon for the.
Well, you can set on some drones. You can set it to where the home point is continuously updated to the controller.
So what about Skydio? What the hell's happened to these guys? Did they just decide that working for the government?
One-hit wonder.
Jeez, they're still trying to sell that thing, and it's amazing, but you can't get them. You have to wait forever because they make them for order. It's kind of like getting a hamburger at McDonald's. So,
why would you get a hamburger at McDonald's?
I don't know. I just said it, and I'm thinking about going there right now. As soon as this stream's over, I'm going to get in the freaking car and I'm going to drive and give me a chicken sandwich with extra pickles. That sounds so good right now. McDonald's chicken sandwich, extra pickles. Love it.
Yeah, that Sunrise got it right. Boat mode means you can turn it on the boat and land it in the water.
Mike, let's see.
Oh, Sunrise, since you're in here again. I bought a new controller today, and no, you're not allowed to use it.
If you're watching,
I did break down, and I finally bought the damn Mumbo.
If you're watching baseball right now, and you happen to be watching the Padres playing the Braves, that's my kid right there sitting behind home plate. It's his birthday today. So
speaking, happy birthday. And speaking of which, Sunrise got a little career opportunity for you. I hear the Vikings need a good kicker.
a good joke. That's a great one. I'm a huge Viking fan. As you can tell, I don't have any Viking stuff up because it's bad luck. But it can't get any worse. So I usually have I have one Viking thing. Oh my gosh. My freaking hips are freaking so sore. All right. This is my only Viking thing that I have right here. There's my Minnesota skull right there.
And the skull was actually Scandinavian, but
it's the only reason why I haven't drank a beer. Oh, is because I'm thinking about going to get a chicken sandwich. I drank one beer yesterday.
What was that? Skull for Denmark, Tyskland and Lebe.
Skull. Is that what you guys used to say in
No,
Northern?
we said Post.
And Prosa?
Prost,
right?
Post. Hou weg den Scheiß, nicht lang schnacken, koppeln nacken.
Prost, drink.
Shut up and drink.
Shut up and drink. Prost. Oh. Hey, if there was a Pink Box Donuts here, this is in Vegas. My wife got me this shirt because they do a pop-up, and they make the most amazing donuts. Oh my gosh.
I've been looking at the entire stream now, and I wasn't gonna bring up your Pink Box, but
you were thinking
you had to go
there. It's not appropriate, isn't it? Not appropriate for this stream. I'm very proud. I'm a very proud donut eater.
Yeah.
Are we going there? Are you going there? Are we going to the Pink Box right now?
In Texas, we call it the Pink Taco, but I mean,
if
you want to call it a donut place, we'll call it a donut place.
Oh man, Kai. I mean, I made fun of you being 117, but I feel like I'm 117 today. I did so much freaking work, dude.
Oh, you look like you're 117. So
I drank one beer and I got that silly. That's how bad I am. When I went to the Vikings game last weekend, I drank these 1 yard glasses. They were 32-ounce glasses, but they looked like they were way taller. I drank two of those suckers before halftime. Thank God it was Bud Light. If it wasn't Bud Light, you'd have had to get a search party to find me in the bathroom. That's my secret weapon when I go and I have to drink a lot. It's Bud Light. Hey, what is it? It's 9:00. They said my freaking camera is supposed to be delivered by now. Here, what is that? I'm going to go check and see if they delivered my Brio. I'm supposed to get a Brio. I found a Brio for a good deal. So, because right now I'm in this kind of a low light situation. With the Brio, it'll actually make it a little bit better. I just got to go out and look at the front door and see if those guys hosed me this week.
You've been hosed.
I've been hosed. I'll be right back. Just give me a sec.
Okay, ho. Did I say that out loud? So, what do we miss out in the chat here? The box is usually pink. Yeah. I wouldn't call it a box, but okay. We'll roll with that. So yeah, no, I broke down and I bought the ethics version of the Mambo today. Hopefully it'll be here in a few days. I really like the gimbals on the Tango 2. The thing that I did not like about the Tango 2 was that little bitty screen. And Lord, I cannot read that thing for nothing. So I just gave up and
All right. Nope, didn't show up. Maybe they threw it in the mailbox. I don't think so. I think they overestimated their ability to send me something from the freaking Las Vegas warehouse, which is usually it comes like you can usually get 1 day delivery for Amazon or 2 day. Well, yeah, sometimes 1 day delivery from the warehouse, but they've been kind of slow lately. So says it was supposed to be delivered before 10 o'clock. I've actually had them deliver stuff at 10 o'clock at night. They're crazy. But I don't think it's
a
happening.
Brio anyway. Was that like a griddle?
Brio, no, the Brio is a Logitech camera. It's a 4K Logitech camera. I'm not going to use
Oh, that one.
Huh?
That one. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just got a good lens in it, and it's got a little bit of low light technology. This is actually good. This is a Logitech camera here.
That's what I'm using.
Oh, it said it,
922s.
they said it was shipped. Oh, but no, it's not delivered though. Of course not. Of course not. Yeah, the 922s are awesome. I've got a 920 and a 922. I think this one's a 920 Pro or something. This was one I got on back when they tried to hose everybody on cameras. Like this thing here, which is a lower model than the Brio, was $150, and now you can get a Brio for $130, which is a way better camera.
I bought these 922s for like $60 each.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can get them really cheap. You got a good deal. The 930Es are really good too. If you can find one of the 930s with the Carl Zeiss lens in it, it's all about having a good glass lens. But
Well,
Logitech,
those only the early models have the Carl Zeiss in it. All the new models don't have a Carl Zeiss on it anymore. And the 930E as an enterprise has a much larger field of view.
Right.
So
yours
if
is
you
like your
be
camera.
like us here alone in front of the screen,
Yeah, your camera looks great.
it's not worth it.
Right, but your camera right now looks awesome. It's auto focusing really good, and the lighting looks really good. And you're not sitting in a bright room. I mean, you've got backlighting, and you got a key light, but it seems like it opens it up. Now this is a dark area. Behind me is very dark, and then what I've got is just a key light right here.
I got two LED panels up in front of me, but they're pointed up against the wall, and I get diffused.
Yeah, what you're supposed to do is you can actually get away with one LED panel, and then you just take if you want a reflector to kind of fill, it'll fill without having another. But with LEDs, they're getting so cheap, you just do like you're doing. You get two panels and just like tweak them down, which works just like that. But that's the blue filter. Oh shit! But I've got two of them. I bought. You probably own the same ones I have. The ones that are like $36. You get two of them.
Oh,
did it come with the stand?
Still in the chat? Because I actually got to fixing this thing today. I put the Immortal T, Mini T on this.
Eat more possum. Are you still in the house? Or did you get a life? A delivery next door. I should go next door, shouldn't I, Joe? It could be in the mailbox, but it would say delivered. It's not. It won't be delivered till tomorrow. I don't need it anyway. Yes, you got the little
The Thinking Pig. Or the P16.
The P16, yes. Ready to go. The Lime Cube light ring. I actually there was a company wanted to send me one of those little rechargeable lights, and I just don't want to buy them. I mean, I would use it in a second. It's just one of those little ones, little yellow like work lights that sits on a table, which would be perfect. And then you just charge it up. It's perfect for a live stream. Like this one, I've got it plugged into I just ran an extension cord and put a USB strip on and a USB powered strip. You can run all the lights and it doesn't take much. I just throw everything behind the bar when I'm done and clean it up in the morning. Kind of like a party, you know? Yeah, there's really not a lot to talk about with the Mavic 3. I mean, we
really don't have anything. No, for
they've
sure.
Got specs. They got tons of specs.
A lot of what there is a translation of the alleged manual.
Yeah. Well, if the split camera is true, they'll have basically two cameras running. You'll have a telephoto and a wide, and you have a wide angle lens all at the same time, running at the same time. That's pretty amazing. You can basically get both images side by side. Holy crap, though. In an internal memory. So that's just so much, guys, just the download on that thing. It's crazy. I guess it would work like a side by side, like a dash cam. Like my dash cam has 3 cameras that basically is recording at 1080, two at 1080 and one at 2.7K. And they're all like the front facing one is 2.7, the interior facing one's 1080, and the one going out the back is 1080. And it basically records all simultaneously. So when I do my drives, I just download whatever section of footage I want that covers all 3 sections. It's kind of nice. But I can imagine they're doing that in the front facing camera on that, and with those kind of like it's basically like an iPhone lens.
Eat More Possum is asking a question here. Maybe if it stripped down the Vista and the P16, would it be able to handle the Peanut? Speaking of Peanut.
Did you get a Peanut?
I bought a Peanut.
Good.
I bought the Peanut.
I was impressed with the Peanut footage. And the price is not bad. If you don't mind doing the Insta360, the Insta's got a couple of good cameras. I mean, the Smo is good, but the Peanut's a little easier to run. Peanut. And it's already got the leads on there. You can hardwire it and then put the magnet.
Can we get a bigger picture? Well, we'll go with this one. It's basically based on the Instago 2, but it's been modified to suit more the FPV world.
Yeah, you can post stabilize it.
You see that little thing that they've got here in the background? If you can see my mouse.
Yeah, that's your magnetic. That's your magnetic charger.
Yeah. So that part of it you'll plug in to your flight control. Now that's the one thing about this that's kind of irritated me up front was the fact that you have to run 5-volt to it. It does not have a 5-volt BEC built into this thing.
Right.
They give you a 5-volt BEC, but it's only one of them. So
it runs at 1440p at 50 frames per second. So you got the fast frame rate, and that's 2.7K. That's not bad.
No, it's 2.5
or 2.5 but
2560 by 1440.
So you basically have a high-speed camera that you can slow down.
And this thing costs the same as the SMO 4K.
230, 260,
$239.99.
239. The magnetic charger is kind of nice, just to be able to pop it on and off. You still have to decide which of your drones you want to have the magnetic connector onto, and
so when you record in pro mode, it records in a big square like this.
oh,
And then
cool.
in post, you can turn it any which way you want.
Well, that's way cool. That's freaking cool.
So you can do all your enhancement in post. Keep a level horizon, whatever you want to do. And here's instructions as to how to hook up that charging wire. You can actually hook it up to a vacant UART and turn it on and off on the fly. So I think that's pretty cool. It comes with two ND filters, ND8 and ND16,
which is very nice,
and has to clear just lens guard. So it's got the clear lens guard and ND8 and ND16 filter. Now they give you two of these power leads to use, and then this one is the BEC one where you just hook it up to your battery voltage. I've ordered a few more of these from, where did I order them from? Alibaba or whatever that place is called.
How much they charge for those?
Well, these you can't buy any of these wires yet separately from Cadex at this point. But these wires, these are MX 1.25 connectors, 3-pin, and you can buy little pigtails, MX 125 3-pin pigtails.
Right.
You can buy them for a lot cheaper than what Cadex is going to charge you for. I think I paid $5 for 20 of them.
Oh, wow. That's a good deal.
What I kind of like is the fact that this thing is hooked up by magnet, because...
Well, yeah, you don't have to mess with the little connector.
Eat More Possum already had that problem where it tore that connector out of the SMO camera on impact. So was this only being on a magnet? It pops loose and you're not you're not screwing anything up. And it actually has its own battery in it too. So if you're flying this on a tiny whoop, you don't even need to worry about getting the power supply to it because there's enough battery on it for the whole flight.
Right. And that's the advantage of this over the SMO, is it's more conducive to the smaller, we're getting smaller, your whoop-sized drones.
Yeah, Sunrise. Most flight controllers have the 5-volt because your UART, you get your receiver, your transmitter, and then you got 5-volt and ground.
Also, way more aerodynamic.
Do not hook this up to a 4.5 volt because it will not charge.
Eat More Possum says I don't like the aspect of a magnetic connector. Quick release would, if it got caught by a limb, well, my luck, it wouldn't matter anyway. The limb would probably give me more power for a longer period of time so I could locate my drone. I still haven't gotten over that flight in the hit the tree. That effed up 3 batteries. That effed up 1 battery, but when I brought it home, I tried to that battery. I killed it. I killed that battery. So I tried to connect. I tried to charge that dead crappy battery with other batteries, and I destroyed 3 of them. That's when I said, I'm done for a while with FPV because I just freaking killed 3 freaking good batteries and I'm pissed. And I, I didn't fly. I haven't flown since. I'll
So
be back.
in my quest to build my 3-inch SEP 250 thingy, I just picked up these batteries.
Let's see here. Hold on. I can't see that up. I got it. Well, I got it. There we go. Some 720s.
Let me pull that off.
Yeah. 720. Are those the Gainang batteries? Who makes those?
Yeah, these are the GNBs.
GMBs? Okay. 720s.
There
That's a nice looking battery there. I like the long ones like that. Are those 4S?
6S.
Oh, they're 6S. Holy shit.
6S high voltage.
Could you parallel those little bad boys and make a 1480?
Yeah.
You get a parallel connector? They're
Yep.
6S. That'd be great.
Well, I'd have
You
to
could use
make
them
one out of XT30s, but it
Yeah.
can be done.
Oh, they're XT30s. Okay. Well, yeah, they're for the small ones. That's great. How much you pay for those?
Still about $21.
For one?
Yep.
That's about right. 850s, man. Yeah, that's about right. I've got to replenish my stock of smaller batteries, but I got plenty.
You need to get yourself the version 4 1400 milliamp 6S batteries.
The one I swear the one I broke erect was a version 4, but maybe it wasn't.
No,
I'll check.
No, that first version 4 wasn't out yet when you bought those.
Okay.
I'm fairly certain you bought version 3 1300s.
I'll have to check. You're probably correct. Is that a $60 battery?
2 of them would be 60, yeah.
Oh, that's not bad. I think I paid $60 for the freaking one. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it wasn't. I just bought one battery. That's all I remember.
Let's go to our supplier of choice, Mr. Pyrodrone.
Pyrodrone. Yeah.
Mr. Pyrodrone loves my ass.
I haven't looked up. Oh man, I gotta change my position, man. My left leg hurts so bad. Oh, here we go. Here. I gotta move my lighting so when I lay back, there's not so many shadows. Here. Oh my lord. Guys, I'm just telling you.
Don't see your wrinkles or what?
Well, there we go. Oh my lord. They said it was tough.
Yeah, that's cool. This is the battery you want right there.
Let's see, 1400 4.0. Let's check my Pyrodrone here.
It says currently out of stock.
Of course not. Of course it's here. I got my shopping cart here. Where's Pyrodrone? There we go. I got a quick link. Get me there. There we go. What other batteries we got? There's a 4800 3S 3 cell pack there. We probably started that trend, huh? $24 for that 3 cell pack. 3S XT60 though. XT60? Who's going to buy that? Let's see. 1500. Here's a 1500 high voltage, but it's $30. 110C Axis Flying XT30. I need an
They're
XT60.
not even in stock at Tattoo on Tattoo's website. They're out of stock there too.
I need a 6S XT60. Gone on. 850 2S though. Shizola. I haven't looked for batteries in forever. I haven't done this in so long. Does that mean I'm getting sick again? These
No,
are
you're
all
always
XT.
sick.
I'm getting the sickness back. Tomorrow I'm flying FPV, so I don't care what happens tomorrow. I am going to fly FPV. I have to. I have to get back. I have to fly FPV tomorrow. I know my 3S packs are charged up. That's the great thing about the lithium ion batteries. I charged those things up freaking 2 months ago, and they're still ready for me to fly. I mean, think about that. Any of them other damn batteries that I got, I have to freaking jump start them. I got to get the freaking jumper cables out and get them just like an old freaking Ford starting those damn things.
Looks like Race Day Quads has the 1400 in stock.
There we go. Oh, 22 XT60. There's a 1300. That's $35, man. Those are not tattoo. I should fly my big 6S pack tomorrow on Mr. Croc. Because I've got the SMO camera mounted on it right now. That would be an easy.
Whoa, Mike! I'm hanging on Possum's tail, huh?
Who's hanging on Possum's tail? Got some gossip going on?
I don't know.
What about you, Mike? What are you hanging on? Come on.
We're trying to be a respectable channel around here.
Yes. 1100. Those are good batteries there. I like the 1100. Let's see here. 15. There's Autel. Here we go. EX6S. 1050, 1350, 1550. What's the online EX version?
Huh?
Online EX.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Online EX. Those are 4S though. They're not 6S. Online it's Online EX, whatever that stands for. They're $30. They're 120s. I've never heard of an EX.
Extended what? Extended charge?
I don't know. 14.8 volt. They're not high voltage. Is there any information on them?
Well, apparently, no. Race Day Quads has the 1400 version 4 in stock.
How much do those weigh? How many grams? These things claim to be 176.6 grams. 176.6 grams. Hey, Steve, come on. Holy crap. Steve is freaking barking at nothing right now. Or somebody walking by.
The version 4 1400 weighs 222.
122?
222.
Oh, 222. So maybe that's why. No, these are not 6S batteries, though. These are 4S. So that's why. The 6S is going to get them up there. It's going to. Steve, there's kids out there freaking bugging him. Steve's such a good guard dog. I flew my drone today with him. Oh my God, I got him so tired. Let's see, 6S all line.
Oh, and I got those 4.5-inch props in for the shocker. Where I said I didn't have a whole lot of room. I think these things gonna work just fine. Especially when I put that little peanut camera on that thing.
Well, that little camera, like says the weight saving thing, and then having it powered helps. So then it can obviously not, you don't have to worry about it, crapping out on battery.
It's sunset for sunrise. He's heading to bed.
Sunrise is going to bed.
Now we have to refer to him as sunset.
Sunset Water Media is out of the house. That's what happens when you get to be young like that. You can't hang with the old guys who can freaking pretty much hang all night. Sorry about that, son.
But the only reason you still can't hang is because you can't move to do anything else.
Well, if you had to watch me in about it, whenever we get off here and watch me put everything away, I'll be like, oh, I might actually. I'm probably going to sit out here and watch some TV. And probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Pluto on and watch some Dual Survivor or something. I love that show. I can watch that show for freaking 3 hours straight.
Dual Survivor or Naked Survivor?
Dual Survivor. Cody and Joe, the survivalists. You never know. You never know when you gotta freaking tear apart your motorcycle in the Brazilian jungle so you can find and scavenge parts so you can live until the search party comes. You just never know.
Yeah, I'm seeing old Tombstone here on my TV screen.
Tombstone. Oh, old Tombstone.
Tombstone.
All righty.
Oh, I love that movie.
Tombstone, yeah, it was a great show. It was an excellent show. There's some good ones. There's some good. I've been. If you really want to show your age, you'll put the Grit channel on, which is all old Western.
Oh, yeah.
Old spaghetti westerns and stuff. It'll be freaking like 1 o'clock in the morning, and freaking there'll be the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly or something on, and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta watch this.
Yeah, I know.
What a great soundtrack. All righty. I'm freaking calling it. I'm calling
it.
Skull. It's Sunday tomorrow. Skull.
The pink box folds.
I'm gonna run. I might do a road trip with Steve right now. We're gonna run to McDonald's. Steve likes to hang out with you at night. He'll jump in the truck with me, and we'll go, and I'll open the window and he'll freaking bark at people.
Yeah, I finally got my truck all set up the way I wanted it.
You know what Steve really hates? He hates cars that have stickers all over the back. We were in a drive-through one time, and we pulled up behind a car with all these like probably left-wing freaking propaganda
Hillary
stickers.
Clinton for president. And
he freaking started to growl at it. He probably saw the Hillary for president sticker on it or something. We like her though, of course, right? We're a non-political channel.
No. We just know better than to pick on the Clintons.
But we got a lot of cool crap coming. That's all I know. and it isn't going to come fast enough. But we don't want it to come fast enough because none of us have enough money to buy all the crap that's coming out. Well, maybe a few of us do.
Autel's launch thing, whatever you want to call it, is going to be on the 28th at 10 a.m. at China time. So that is 10 p.m. on Monday, our time.
So 10 p.m. on Monday. It's coming down. I heard Oak Island's going to start on Tuesday, so we just stay up. Oh my God! It's starting
Tuesday.
What?
Is it?
I don't know. I don't know if they start Tuesday. Did they finally put a date when that starts? Yeah. The sickness is beginning. The Oak Island sickness. They're going to find gold this year.
Oak Island season 9.
They're going to find gold this year. I should start an Oak Island channel and just talk about all the stuff they talk about over and over again and just add another time that we'll have to hear it. Oak Island.
Yeah, we'll be cussing those guys again for another 6 months.
Where in the hell? I got wires everywhere, man. There we go. There, we're gonna go up close. Does everybody like my bar lights right there? Check that out. Those are very nice. Look at that LED bar light going on there.
I don't ever get why you put lights under a counter. So when you sit there, Junior can see too, or what?
No, it's so whoever's my hot chick that's sitting next to me can find all the stuff she needs to find. It's very small.
Need a lot more than just light.
It's very small, so she'll need a lot of light.
She needs a lot more than just light. I mean, magnifying glass would help there.
Yes, Mike. I am going to fly tomorrow. I am making a pact with everybody. I am going to fly FPV tomorrow. I am going to find a way. There's no way I can't because, like I said, I got Lion packs I already charged. I'm going to charge that 6S pack too. I'll just start that sucker tonight because it'll take 5 days for it to charge. I
flew 4 packs today.
Did you?
Yeah, my little P16.
Yeah, you fly it around your house, man. Your freaking neighbors are like, "What the hell's going on there?" He's got the.
Tomorrow, I'll open the patio door and just zip out the patio door.
Well, that's your skill level. You got to do that. You got to get that skill level out there where you can fly out the window, fly around the freaking apartment building, and fly back in it. I don't know. I could do it, but it'd be kind of fun to try. Fly it into your girlfriend's window and tell her you're ready, and fly it out. And but let's see. I'll also be flying tomorrow. Yeah, we should be. I don't know what the wind is for tomorrow. I'm going to check here really quick what our weather's perfect now. It's below 100 degrees. I can pretty much fly all day long and into the evening. So tomorrow I can fly at noon where I couldn't fly before. I can run down to the school and just whip around the school, fly down in between the freaking trees and stuff. I'm going to probably do that with the 2 small quads. I'm going to probably fly both.
You haven't brought your mini to the football practice yet?
Nah, I'm kind of busy. This week was a bye week, but next week we have 3 more games left, and they're all big games. They're all ones if we lose, it's going to affect our playoff standing. And we had
Oak Island starts November 2nd.
Oh, so we got a while then. I'll be flying tomorrow. I haven't flown almost 2 months. Hey, Lee, you and me, we're gonna both be a little raw, but you know what? It's just like freaking riding a freaking bike, man. You just get back on pedal. Just it's gonna take a pack or 2. I'm gonna see if I can get my 4S packs. I'm just double check to see because those are the fun packs. those Lion packs aren't going to be as fun. But I think I'll save those for when I get loose, and then I'll get those little 4S freaking 850 on there. And I think I got 2 700s that I bought. Didn't that what we bought one time? I bought 2 700s. I think I got those.
Yep.
Yeah, those 700s are good batteries. The 850s are the best if you can find them. But
I don't know. I've got a stack of 18650 batteries back there.
yeah.
I'm wondering if I can put 2 of them together and make a pack for the Thinking P16 with that.
Well, that would be cool. I'm thinking about tweaking the Thinking P. I think you should. I'm thinking that you think you should.
I'm pretty sure I've got all the supplies that I need for something like that.
Yeah.
Be a fun little. That'd be a fun little project.
It would.
I mean, the props on this thing is what, 40 mil, so it may not be able to carry that weight.
Should I put this one up? You like this?
Yeah, you look committable.
Yes, you gotta like that.
Yeah. You look like you just escaped from the state hospital.
I do. It does look bad. I've got a new version of that that's not as crazy, but
I mean, everything else is fine. Just your face in the middle of that needs to
go. See, when I do that, I have to move the freaking face back there, change it. Yeah, see, you can't do the overlays. For your awesome virtual cam. Yes. All righty. Have fun, Lee. Eat more possum. We need to see a video. I'll put one up. Okay, to prove that I flew tomorrow, that I'm flying tomorrow.
There you go. There's my messy disc.
Well, to prove that I'm flying tomorrow, I got to put something up. I haven't put an FPV video up in a while, so I'll put something up. Nobody will watch it, but you guys will. Nobody likes flying around the freaking school. It's like, okay, here we go. He's back to the school. I really don't have a good, there is. There's actually a park I've been eyeing now for quite a while. It's a really long park, and it has like a lot of low trees, and it's really kept manicured. The problem is there's always people sitting in there, like enjoying their reading and stuff. I was thinking one day to get putting my goggles on, parking at one end with my truck, and just sticking the drone on top of my freaking truck and just buzzing that freaking park one end to the other. But if I crash, it'd be a walk of shame, and then I'd get yelled at by somebody sitting there that wanted to read. So I just go to the school.
There's somebody in your state that can actually read?
Yeah, there's a few. No help. I didn't give him any help there.
You need to have yourself a little chat with that senator of yours.
Which one? Oh yeah. Mike Lee.
Yeah.
The anti-drone man.
Yep.
He's really that's interesting. Just there's a lot of drones and there's a lot of positive. The other day I actually got
busted doing something illegal by a drone, and now he doesn't like drones anymore.
The last time I flew,
since all of our senators are such upstanding, law-abiding citizens.
But the last time I flew, I actually had a game warden, a park ranger, drive up on his 4x4 right next to me. I thought he was going to give me a bunch of crap, but he just came up. We had a really long talk about drones and things, and he handed me a couple of off-road brochures. It was a really good experience. He was like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I'm like, I'm taking pictures out here. I'm flying my drone out over the reserve and stuff. And he's like, "Oh, cool. What are you flying?" And I started talking about what I flew, and he had all kinds of questions. It was kind of cool. And he wasn't, wasn't a jerk or anything. And yeah, that's the place that I get that lady that drives by who's always going to feed her cows. And she freaking always goes, "Well, this is a private road, And I'm like, "Yeah, I've been flying my drone on this private road for 4 years now." It's actually not it's not a private road. It's actually, it is part of it's owned by the city because it's an access to the freaking substation. So it's not, you don't own the road. The city basically owns the whatever it's the lien, whatever, between the, anyway,
The right of way.
the right of way. Anyway, so I don't fight with her. I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna keep coming. So it's just annoying because when you're flying, you got to sit and talk to somebody that really is not the brightest person in the world.
Well, you ought to be used to that.
Yeah. I'm like,
you
yeah,
deal with that every day.
this is my 4th year here.
And how
I
many
see you're
years
driving
have you been working as a teacher?
I see you're driving a Chevrolet truck. So am I. We have something in common already.
Yeah, but I bet her oil filter is tightened down.
She's always she's got a blue healer with her, sitting there, with her. I actually have seen her on my walks in the morning. Me and Steve have walked right by her.
I mean, she just looks over at Doc. There goes that pervert with that drone again.
Oh yeah. Just taking pictures, just flying I'm flying along the ridge, enjoying it like everybody else is. All right. Okay, I'm out of here. Okay.
Enjoy your McDonald's.
I think it's just for a nice little trip. It's 9:40. It's something to do. Since I'm not drinking tonight, I might as well go grab me a midnight snack.
Yeah, you grab yourself a midnight snack. We're going to call it the day here anyway.
Yeah, no, it's good. It was good. I think I think I'm actually thinking that we got through a whole bunch of stuff. So
yeah, we did.
And there's going to be a lot more stuff
more often on a Saturday night like this.
Yeah, I don't mind. Saturday night's usually good for me. I'm usually in this area, right? I'm sitting here on Saturday night usually. Usually it's Friday nights that I can't. Friday's very tough for me when there's football going on. So, and like I said, I've got 3 more weeks and then at least one playoff game. So if we lose it, obviously that's it. But we usually win the first one because it's a team we usually can beat. But this year could be different. We lost some very important players this last week. We lost a running back, a linebacker, and 2 wide receivers for injuries. So it could be tough. It could be tough going. As good as we can be, we are as a team. So I'm training a new kid too. Training a young kid. I am a expert long snap coach. There you go. That's what I do.
Well, if you need a kicker for your team, Sunrise.
We got a great kicker. My job is to get the ball to the kicker. I train kids to get the ball there. I've pretty much coached every position there is on a football team, including I've been a head coach too. Right now, I'm just a.
Well, I can't send you Sunrise for the kicker. I mean, he's very experienced. He's pretty experienced at it.
Well, I've seen his kicking style. He can really he puts a good pop on the ball. So yeah. He's pretty young yet. So he has promise. He's probably got eligibility at the NAIA level, so we could send him to college still, unless he's already been there, which I'm sure he has. He's probably an engineer, right? What are you, Sunrise?
He's already gone.
Oh no. All righty.
And here's EBR FPV.
Good evening. I know we've got the Danes showing up, right? Is that
not Dane, Netherlands?
Oh, Netherlands. Sorry, we got to go to the west a little bit. Don't call me a Dane. Do you know that the Danes are getting smaller? I learned that. They're actually not eating as good of diets. So they're not going to be as big and tall as Kai. They're getting shorter. And I'm going to tell you right now, people in Denmark and in freaking the Netherlands, they're freaking tall. There's some tall people there. Holy crap. We know where the Vikings came from. The Danes. They were all Danes, all considered Danes by the Brits. The Brits called them all Danes. If you lived in Denmark or you lived in Sweden or you lived in, it didn't matter. They just called them Northmen or Dane. They just called them all Danes.
Yeah. Well, no, where I'm from was considered Denmark, so actually it was part of Denmark for the longest time.
Right.
The border between Germany and Denmark was only agreed up on about 100 years ago.
Right. Was that at World War One? Did they change it at that? Yeah.
Just after World War II. No,
yeah,
after World War One is when they set that border.
Right. I do a lot of when I teach my kids about that time period, we do a lot of mapping so they can see how the borders keep switching. They're all political borders, and within political borders you have ethnic groups that will cross over. So you can't keep an ethnic group down, they're not just because you got a political border, So Denmark is a cool country.
EBR is 2 meters 3 centimeters.
He says the Dutch are the tallest people in the world.
That's about 6'8".
Wow, 2 meters 3 centimeters, 6'8". Wow, EBR, you're tall.
Yeah, EBR, I still got about 9 centimeters on you.
I don't even know how tall I am in meters. I'm 6 foot. I'm 6'4" What's that convert to? I'm not even 2 meters. I'm like freaking 1 meter.
195.
195 centimeters. 1 meter 950 centimeters. 1 meter 95 centimeters. What?
You said 6'8"?
Yeah, 6. Well, he's 6'8". I'm 6. I'm only 6. I'm only 6'4".
Okay, so that's 76.
I'm just a lowly German. We're short.
You 193.
193. Yeah. Yes, I'm 193 centimeters. Yes.
Yep, he's 6'8".
I'd rather be 2 meters though. 2 meters would be way cool. 194 meters for 6'4". Yeah, 194. Thank you, One Vision Aerial. Crop Dustin Gabe. And if we could make that conversion so easy, I still change my my apps over to the Imperial system. I will not give up. All right.
I don't know. Mr. Google says you're 193.
193 for 6'4". Well, it probably rounds up, huh? He's rounding it up.
Oh, there's not much to round there.
You are using the German version of the estimation tool.
There you go.
They always like to add a little bit more to their estimates so they can get a little bit more.
Yeah, I'll make it. I'll even make it bigger for you so you can see it.
The Sudetan measurements. There we go. Let's look at this. All right, there it is. 76. 193.04. There's no rounding up from there. That is as far as it can go. You're not going to get 194 out of that. All righty, Kai. I'm definitely going now. I'm sweating. My butt's sweating.
Well, you say you're going now, but you can't even get your ass out of the chair.
I know. I've got to black it out so people don't see me freaking trying to stand up. I actually opened up my swimming pool today, and it was swimming because it's not, the water is cooling down now. It's getting too cold at night to keep the water warm in it. And it felt so good. It felt so good to be in that cold water. I just laid there like this, like, oh.
So EBR FPV got it right here. Germans can't estimate; they're always precise.
Oh yes, we are always precise.
So EBR, how many Germans does it take to change a light bulb?
One, and he got it right the first time.
One, we're efficient and we don't have a sense of humor.
There's nothing funny about this. Knock, 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 knock. Oh.
All right, I'm gonna call this so we don't have to see you suffer or listen to you suffer. There.
Hey, it could be worse. I could have sat on a bar stool like I usually do. I usually put a pad on it, and that just works. That's terrible. So like I'm pulling up a nice chair. I'm gonna pull off all the freaking covers on stuff, and I'm just gonna chill. So
yeah.
So
I'm doing the chillaxing here tonight myself.
I'm just gonna get my truck after the stream's over. I'm gonna run, grab some food, bring it back, and then I'm gonna watch Dual Survivor. Me and Steve are gonna watch it. Steve just sleeps behind the couch back here by the pool. There's the concrete back there is like a perfect temperature, so he sprawls out, and he just loves it. He just loves it out here. If I could sleep outside, he would thank me. All right, have a good one.
Me up half the night barking.
Have a good one. Have a good one. I'm going to go ahead and close it down.
All right.
Sayonara. And here's my really obnoxious holding screen. Bye.
Bye. And I'm going to call it the night too, and we'll be out of here. Y'all have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. If you don't mind, hit the old thumbie up or button on the way out, please. And we'll see you probably on Tuesday. So have a good night. Until then, manana.